Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video. Hello and thank you to all of the new subscribers. Sorry I haven't uploaded a video in a little while. We had gone away for that Australia Day. We went away on the Wednesday and then we've only come back on the Saturday. So just thought I'd jump on quickly and pop up a new video. Sorry the bird, he's going silly again as per usual. So we'll just let him get all of that out of his system. I thought I'd jump on and show you how we went with our week last week before we left, because I think I had said, you can see it all previously, that we were going to be then short. So I'll just zoom in, wobble for a bit. We were going to be short for the next week, but it's actually worked out to be okay. So every week I do this, I sort of surprise myself, you know, I think it's going to be short and then it turns out not so bad. So you can see that I had written in the budget that we would have 1,625. Just make sure, yes, we can see that. In the end, it was 1,620, so that's okay. But I can see here that I've messed up. I had that much left over in the account, but then obviously, out here, my rollover from the week prior, I only had 505. So I'm not sure if that's going to come back to bite me in the bum later on. Let me just zoom back in. Okay, so we can see here the mortgage, that's again always standard, so is that vehicle finance. I messed up with the childcare, I put it in as 90, but I think got bundled up with the AHM health insurance, so it's actually 91. $1 neither here nor there really. The insurance on our caravan, another car loan, the ELC fees, and then the holiday, I had budgeted 60. It was only ended up being 57. So again, sorry, that's my white out there, and then pencil over it, and then you can't rub out the pencil on white out. So you can see here again, we've not ended up too far away from one another. So we went into then our envelope section with 489. So we had 150 on groceries, 50 on fuel, 100 on eating out, and 100 for fun. And now as well, in that previous, I think it was the previous video, I had that $50 in eating out that I rolled over because I knew we were going away, so we were going to need it. That left us then with $89. So we put all of that then to the credit card, leaving us a zero. So nothing to roll over this time. If I just turn over the book, and there's my little breakdown, add up to make sure it all works out. Sorry, the baby's crying, but we'll just see if we can get through this without him getting too worked up. So this is where we're at currently in the new week that we're in. So I had budgeted $350 for the wage my partner gets, but because he's a casual, you know, I was not really sure where it was going to end up. He actually got $475, so better than expected. And then we had the Centrelink money come in, so still waiting on rent money. Again, I'm not sure if we're going to be getting anything with that because there's a water pump that needs repair or replacement. I'm waiting to get back a quote. So I've talked about previously how I fill it out as I go. So as the bills come out, I write them in once I know for sure what they are. Until they're done, I leave them blank. So we had a doctor's fee that we actually had to pay for on the day after Christmas. The baby, he spiked a really, really high temperature. He had a really horrible fever, and he was only a month old at the time. So, and Panadol was not bringing the fever down. He was in quite a lot of discomfort. So we actually took him up to the hospital that night just to get him checked over to make sure there was nothing serious going on. They gave him some ibuprofen, and that brought the fever down straight away, and we were able to go home. But obviously there is a call out fee for the doctor to come see us. Now, I thought that we'd gotten away with it because we hadn't received the bill yet, and I thought the doctor, he was waiting there. I thought he was already at the hospital, and I thought we might get away with not having to pay a call-out fee if he was already there, but then the bill came in the mail. So I paid that one today when we got home, and then I've got a little bit of money on beauty. So a local sort of beauty salon here, they're training up a new girl, and they needed some people to do, excuse you, quiet. They were looking for some people to have eyelashes put on while she's training for significantly cheaper. So I said I'd help them out and do it, and I've been interested in looking at getting them done. So I'm excited about that, and it looks, you know, we're going to have room in the budget for it, because that was my estimated with no rent coming in, and so we had a little bit left over. And we very much live to, you know, yes, we're trying to pay down our debt, but we don't want to go completely without. We're fortunate enough that our debt is not that crippling that we are still able to spend $70 on a beauty item and to be able to spend money to go away on a holiday. Not everyone is so fortunate, and we are well aware of that. So we definitely count our lucky stars. We were only saying, as we were traveling in the car on our way to the holiday location, that imagine how different our life would have been if we had started this budget 2 years ago. My partner said, well, you know, at least we're doing it now. So I'm really excited to see just in a month how far we've come, and it really makes me realize how much money we were just wasting last time, when, you know, we have no trouble paying off the weekly things, and then ahead being able to pay unexpected bills, and being able to put away money for an emergency fund, or, you know, the week previous here, $89 extra onto the credit card, where we've had that credit card feels like forever and never been able to pay it off. So it's really exciting. And if you were ever thinking like, you know, should I start? Oh, I don't know how. Just jump into it. Like, you're not going to regret trying it if it doesn't work, but you'll regret not trying if it changes your life. So on that note then, yes, that's where we are. I thought I would just show you what we were left with after going away. Now, we went away with my parents, so what we do then, we might buy a tea one night, they might buy a tea one night, whatever, and then we take food and we share it amongst all of us. So between my parents and us, the food that we took, we really didn't have to spend that much money. I always get confused with these envelopes where they open up. So this is our eating out money. So you'll remember that had 150 in it, and I've got 20, 40, 60, 80 left of that 150. So we went to like a local bakery one day, and we bought buns and cookies and took them back for everybody. I bought one of my children strawberries and ice cream from a little local like food stall. There was a little carnival there, and just trying to think what else. We did buy dinner one night as well. So, and then my parents bought lunch one day. Then the holiday money, that was just the $100, and you'll see here I've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, 90. Is that, did I 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 80. I missed 70. I knew that when I got to 90, I thought that's not right. There should only be 80. So again, we didn't spend that much money on activities. Like I said, we stayed at a caravan park, so there's always lots to do there. And then we actually just, where we were staying is about 2 hours away from where we live. So it's not somewhere we just go normally. So we actually spent one day driving around to the local towns nearby and looking at some of the different things there. So that just was using, you know, then fuel. And we were lucky enough that my partner's father gave me half a tank of fuel. So that was really helpful, because obviously then we didn't have to pay for that. So that's really nice. You'll know as well, if you've watched the previous videos, that I had quite a lot of money sitting in here. Now, my mum paid for our deposit of our caravan site. She booked up and booked both, but had to pay our deposit when she went. So I used $70 that I had in here to pay her back for the site. So there's not that much money left in here now, but you can see how much we were left over with. And we've already gone and done our got our $100 out and been to the shops to just buy a few more things. You know, coming home, we needed more bread and more milk. But the way that we save money when we go, we take our own things, like to make our own coffees. We make our own breakfast daily. We take snacks for the kids. We'll take things to like have barbecue for dinner. So even my partner, like each day for work, he packs his own lunch to take for work, and you know, he'll make his lunch in the evening, and it's not boring, like just a sandwich and like an apple. He makes himself quite, you know, whatever he's sort of feeling like. He'll have pretzels and cheese and crackers, dip. So he's not missing out on anything by making his own lunch. So we save a lot of money there, because being a tradie, he could easily go and spend $20 each day at the local bakery. You know, that would be really easy for him to do. But of course, coming home from holiday, we've got some coins that we need to put back into our coin containers. So I'm not sure, we had quite a lot of gold coin. We took it all with us when we left, just to have that, you know, buffer money if we needed. We actually got coffees and macaroons for the kids today from a little bakery van, and there was a busker playing there. And because now using the cash more, we actually had some coin to tip the busker. So the two kids, the older ones, gave a silver coin each, and I put a gold coin in just while we were there. It's not much, but he was fundraising, so every little bit does count. But we've got some silver coin here, so we've got 50, $1, 20, 40, 55. So if you're not from Australia, you see what I mean, our 50-cent coins, and that one is absolutely disgusting. But they're quite large. Like I've got normal sized hands. What can I show you for comparison? Like that's a normal sort of pen. You can see how big it is in comparison, and how tiny the 5 cents is. So this is my dilemma with not knowing what's in here. Like they're very thin, where these are quite thick. So we'll pop those in now, but there's not much room left. Now with this, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I just put them in tens and in little piles. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got $34. But I don't really need that much sitting in here at any given time. So that was 8. I'm going to do, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Just it's good to have dollar coins. And then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I think $20 is really all we need to ever have in there. And I'm going to put this other $14, and I always like to look at the dates on the coins when you get a super shiny one, and this one's from 2021, so that's really new. Plus as well, we have some that can be quite valuable, and I know that we have had some in here and then that we've spent them, so I want to just sort of keep an eye on that a little bit more, because, you know, if it's something where it's a $2 coin, but maybe it's worth $5, when you're doing a budget, every little bit counts, right? So I'm going to put this extra $14 into here, again, just to boost up that money, because I don't want to get caught out not having, I want to open this up and have a lot of money in there to really be like, yes, how exciting. So that's just a quick recap of where we're at, what's been going on this past sort of week since I've posted. I'm going to do another video. Our end of month, you can see, ends on the 2nd of February. So I'm not sure, like, obviously that's where I will end our period of tracking, but yes, no, that'll be the way. I'm just still trying to work out in my head how it will all work, and yeah, January's been a real learning curve for me, so it will be interesting to see once I balance it out completely at the end where we end up at. But I sort of did a little bit of a dummy run today with what our income was and what our like grocery food eating out percentage was, and because I thought, wow, like it's going to be really high, it's going to be terrible, but it wasn't too bad. We don't eat out though a lot, and we really try to meal plan. We don't generally go to the shop without a list of what we're buying, because it's just too easy to all of a sudden you go in with $100 meaning to only spend $40 and walk out having spent $80 on nothing. So yeah, that's where we're at. I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for spending your time with me, and I hope you have a great evening or morning wherever you are. Bye.